All right, what do you got, Tyler?
All right, Aaron Schatz did a post-draft biggest needs or biggest holes on the roster for each team in the NFL. The Chicago Bears, his roster hole that he gave him was quarterback depth. I was a little bit taken aback by this.
No, that's stupid.
There is a quarterback at camp along with Williams, isn't there?
Yeah, Austin Reed from Western Kentucky.
And
he's going to beat him out.
Bajan showed you last year if you needed 2 or 3 games, he could go in there and be competent.
Did he?
Yeah, well, they won. What did they win? 1 or 2?
They went 2-2.
They went 2-2. And I'm not saying that he was off the charts, but he's a backup quarterback. And especially when you don't have a second rush end, and you still may not have. We don't know offensive line if they've got everyone, and we still don't know defensive tackle, the 3 technique. So I still think there are other areas that are more important from a starting position that they don't have instead of quarterback depth.
Well, and the thing is, the better Caleb is, the bigger the gap to the backup's going to be. My point being, what star quarterback can go down and you're just going to be fine? Like, it's not. This is Caleb's show. I don't know who, if you lose him for the season or something crazy, yeah, you need a really good backup. But whoever is going to be in there for him is just holding, the ball for a game or two, whatever. It's not. It's. I agree with you, Silvy. I agree with you.
All right, another football story from Malik Nabers and Jayden Daniels.
Yeah,
This was something that I feel like we've heard about stories of guys having some of these like side bets, but Jayden Daniels and Malik Nabers have a $10,000 offensive rookie of the year bet with each other. Now, these guys were LSU teammates, and Jayden Daniels was on a podcast with Keyshawn Johnson and admitted that they do have the wager. Now, it does seem like the NFL rookie minicamp is when these guys go through their gambling orientation as well, basically get introduced to the no gambling policy. But do you have a problem with guys having side bets like this one where you are indeed betting on yourself? Do you have a problem with that in sports?
I don't. Do I have a problem? I don't have a problem with them betting on themselves. Does the NFL have a problem? That may be a different story, because I don't think they could put any bet down in any way, shape, or form with each other on their own sport, with a bookie, with an app. I don't think they're allowed to. But I'm not totally sure. Do I care that they go and bet on themselves if that's what they're doing? I don't care.
And the other thing is, how can the NFL really crack down? I mean, no one would. There might be a million of these bets between players, and nobody knows. But he went public with it. Does it make it any less sort of sorted if the loser would buy the winner a car? Does that sound less?
Well, is that legal too?
Well, I don't know, but does it sound less betty? You know what I mean? Like handing over money to another guy.
Less petty.
For this.
We're betting a car versus 10 grand.
I don't know. It's like
less betty.
Because it feels more like a couple of buddies,
goods and services as opposed to cash.
The loser has to buy the winner
like a huge dinner, splurging on.
Right.
We hear that the rookies are, I don't know if they're made, but coerced into buying, their line mates or whatever. Like
that's not a bet, though.
No, right.
No,
but,
I know.
But you bring up a good bit. What if they bet at dinner? Would we care? So this is just a bigger dinner. You know what I mean? So that's my point. Like, they could be doing this behind the scenes all the time. How would they ever crack down? So I don't think you can.
When you admit it publicly, is it problematic? That's,
Okay, so where would they draw the line? Can you buy him a dinner? The loser buys a dinner. The loser buys a car. The loser gives him $10,000. What's the difference, really?
I'm asking. I don't know, because I don't know these rules. So I'm speaking out of school.
Do you know the rule, Tyler?
What would the league say between what they're doing, 10 grand, they're betting, they're putting out 10 grand on each other to win the Rookie of the Year. Jayden Daniels is saying, I'm going to win Rookie of the Year. I'm putting 10 grand on me winning Rookie of the Year. You're putting 10 grand on you winning Rookie of the Year. What if Jayden Daniels went to DraftKings or Circa or wherever and put down 10 grand on himself to win Rookie of the Year? The second is illegal. He can't do that. What's the difference between the second and the first?
So the NFL gambling policy states that they're prohibited from placing, soliciting, or facilitating any bet, whether directly or through a third party, on any NFL game, practice, or other league events such as the draft or combine. So
I think that's a league
is
event.
not going to like it.
That's
the
a league event,
yes.
like them receiving an award.
Exactly. The league is not going to like it.
And I said, look, illegal or not, Malik Nabers is dumb to bet on himself to win the Rookie of the Year with those quarterbacks in New York.
Right.
Wait, Daniel Jones is going to get him the Rookie of the Year award?
Right. Totally. So not only is it illegal, it's a dumb bet.
Yes. I think so.
4-game suspension for each incoming.
By the way, it reminded me, remember last year the St. Brown brothers admitted on their podcast that they had a $1,000 bet with each other on the Bears-Lions game?
I do. I thought of that.
So maybe they won't care.
That's why I'm saying when you make it like a dinner, it sounds a lot more innocent. You know, when you even
Dinner's
a car
different, yeah. Well, a car's a little excessive.
No, I know, but it just sounds more innocent than here's $10,000 in a paper bag. I don't know. But I bet the league will not like it because any semblance of betting on yourself or against someone else, they don't like that.
All right, so the Cubs have struggled at the plate. A number of players are hitting below 220 as well. And the bullpen, even though it's been a little bit better as of late, still has been shaky this year. What has been the bigger issue for the Chicago Cubs? Or what are you more worried about for the Chicago Cubs moving forward? The bullpen or the offense?
You didn't have to ask. Their number one issue. Guys are going to slump. I still like, I don't love their offense. I like it, though. They've got guys who all should hit 20 home runs. The bulk of the guys in their lineup are all 20 home run hitters. Don't you agree?
There's a bunch. I mean, Nico's not, but there's a good group.
20 home run
the middle
guy.
of the order guys.
Dansby's a 20 home run guy.
Morel.
Bellinger's a home run guy.
Yeah.
20 home run guy. Morel should be a 30 home run guy.
No. What you just said is 100% correct. Yeah, you like the offense. Maybe you want a little bit more out of it, but there's no doubt you'd worry more about the bullpen. It wasn't that long ago, Tyler. The offense was carrying the team. In April, it did. Which is the irony of this. In the cold weather, it carried them. In the warmer weather now, it's dried up, even with Bellinger the last few days. But I'd worry much more about the bullpen. Offenses go up and down, like you said.
Is a 20 home run guy. Bush is a 20 home run guy. Well, how many did I name? 6 or 7?
6 or 7. Nico isn't, so there's one. And then the catcher. Amaya probably. So you're right. Maybe 6 or 7 20 home run guys. Yeah.
So they don't have that one superstar in the lineup, but they have a lot of really good guys who should be really good hitters. But they don't to not have a guy that you know is a lockdown closer.
Yeah. Right.
And then other questionable guys throughout the bullpen. That's a problem.
No doubt. I mean, Alzolay struggling right off the bat is throws everything. At least it gives Jed time to figure it out, though. Like, he might have a clear picture what he needs by July, if not sooner.
Or more time to blow more games.
Right, absolutely. No doubt.
Early bullpen issues mean more time to blow more games.
But sometimes what happens is you come August 1st, you haven't done anything, then all of a sudden you realize, we are short here. He's got a clear picture of what he's going to need.
Real quick, I want to get this one in. There is a TV series being made about Shohei Ohtani's interpreter's gambling scandal.
Of course there is.
When is it too soon to put together a TV show or documentary about a current event?
I don't think this is. I
don't think so either. I agree with you.
Documentary or news story.
Why not capitalize on it while it's kind of in the news?
Is it a TV show or a documentary?
It's a TV show, yeah. It's not a documentary. It's a
So
TV
it's a
show. So
scripted
it's a
show?
scripted drama for Lionsgate.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
It's a scripted drama.
I sort of get what
That's
you're
kinda
saying
weird.
in that it just happened. Why do we need to relive it through a scripted drama? I get some of that.
Scripted drama, I don't know if I'm crazy about.
3, 4, 5 years out, that might make more sense. I get what you're saying.
What did my wife send me
I thought
about?
you meant documentary as well.
My wife sent me a story about someone with the Real Housewives who's caught up in this gambling story.
Yeah, somebody on that show was the in-between that would get the money from the interpreter, right?
Ryan Boya.
Yeah, he was the bookies runner or whatever you call it.
Boyajian?
Sounds like that German soccer league.
Real Housewives of Orange County cast member Ryan Boyajian reportedly caught up in the $16 million theft and gambling scandal surrounding Shohei Ohtani's former interpreter. She sent me that, and I had no clue who this guy was.
Well, nobody does, but it adds to the drama of it all. Some reality TV stars in the middle of this. So I can understand them documenting it, but a scripted drama a year later might be too soon.
Coming to Bravo.
Right. Yeah. Who's going to watch that?